So Billy and I just saw Coraline, the new movie directed by the same guy that directed The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Tim Burton.
It was actually Henry Selick who directed The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Dude, it's a Tim Burton movie.
His name's Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Shirts in the title.
Exactly. Go to Hot Topic. Look at the merchandise, the T-shirts, the dolls. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. What are you going to see in a month? Tim Burton's Coraline. Looks like Tim Burton movie. It's Tim Burton movie. Come on, dude.
Tim Burton didn't have anything to do with Coraline, but.
Oh my gosh. What are we doing here? What are we seriously?
Cut.
Coraline Jones always dreamed of finding a better world.
Coraline is based on a 2002 novella from Neil Gaiman, who you probably know from the Sandman comic books. And of course it was directed by Henry Selick as the very first stop-motion 3D animation film. Dakota Fanning stars as a young girl who moves into a house with her mother and father, played by Terry Hatcher and John Hodgman from The Daily Show. And once they move into the house, they kind of realize, well, Coraline realizes there's a whole alternate reality through the doorway.
Kind of like a bizarro Lion Witch in the Wardrobe.
Yeah, it is. It's also, it's kind of like an Alice in Wonderland, you know, kind of thing where they go into this other world, she does, and she sees different versions of people that already reside around the eccentric house that she lives in.
Yes.
You know, and she sees the versions of these people are crazier and more colorful and frankly more exciting because her house life's pretty boring right now.
It seems that these people kind of take on the personality that she wished they would have. Everything from being more fit to preparing the foods that she more fit in many ways, preparing the foods that she wished that she could eat and getting the attention she wished she could have. But something's not quite right.
And you know what's crazy is that kind of brings up one thing when I do this, because that makes me think of more adult themes.
Yes.
And Coraline is not a movie that you're going to find DreamWorks or Pixar making. Although, you know, Pixar, WALL-E had some pretty adult themes in it, but this is a dark movie.
The 3D is amazing. It really isn't the cliche. I remember seeing, yeah, whoa, coming at my face. It's Jaws breaking through the glass in the downstairs underwater.
With Lou Gossett Jr.
Lou Gossett Jr., you know? Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Not like that. It's
not like that.
When Coraline goes through into this alternate universe and she sees her other mother and her other father, I think it's a really interesting comment on parent and child relationships because, you know, let's face it, they're not always the best.
Right.
And there's a certain amount of mystery to your parents, you know?
Right.
And there's also a certain amount of disappointment. Why aren't they there all the time? You know what I mean? Why can't they do everything for me all the time?
Right.
And this movie kind of touches on that, and when her other mother, you know, becomes exactly what she wants, but then she turns out to be kind of a nightmare. Stop motion animation is kind of a dying art form. It was really great to see it on the screen again. This movie was spooky, it was scary, it looked great, and I kind of want to see it again. It also had great music by They Might Be Giants in one scene. That's enough for me to give it a solid rock fist up.
All in all, I really enjoyed it. It was a good time. Where the story was slow at times, still there were good lessons to be learned, and visually it was really captivating the whole time. And 3D, no paper glasses.
Ray-Bans, risky business style, looking good. You looked great, by the way.
Thank you. So did you. So did you.
Thanks.
All in all, I give it a minor rock fist up.
There you go.
Maybe scary for the kids. Tim Burton, he does that. What, dude? Goth. He's goth.
No. No.
He's totally goth.